Yo, what's good? Well, we're gonna go at it again. The North Father is in the house, aka Papi Nardo. I put up a very interesting video last night, and it was kind of long. But sometimes these videos, it's just not enough time. Like, it's really more to it, I guess. Go on and on and on. But it was about Tim's ex, fiance, Jenae, aka Super Puss. What can I say? I'll tell you what I can't say. I want to know, did Sweetie Puss make a big mistake opening up the gates of hell to this young lady? I say that because the family rolled out the red carpet for her because of Tim. And Tim was very happy with her. He was very, very happy with her. And when they went through their thing, which us in TV land never knew about, when she allegedly went with the cameraman, that changed him. He was happy, he was singing, he was being fair with the workers. And then when that happened, he was a very angry individual. And she's crying. Okay, you crying. You slept with the cameraman, but you crying. And you trying to you couldn't control him no more. You couldn't control him anymore. You couldn't tell him what to do. Everything you said to him, he reacted the complete opposite. The complete opposite. Because he put his life in your hands. Like they said when the TV show first came on, her job was to keep Tim in line. She was the wrong woman. She come into this family, they own a restaurant business, and then they have a TV show. So she's trying to see where she can control everything. Let's have a kid, so they have a kid. Let's get married. That never happened. She wanted everything to happen for her through Tim. If she married him, she's like third in control, what she basically was without the marriage. But with the marriage would have solidified everything pertaining to that. She became friends with Monique. That went south. But the thing I don't like about what happened is they had episodes where they was trying to find her a man. How y'all trying to find this lady a man when she cheated on him? If I was Tim, straight up and down, I would have fired everybody one by one. Slowly but surely. How dare you stick your nose in my business, trying to find this lady a man on my show. I'm not out there on the show looking for other women. All Tim wanted to do was work and make that money. Because it was him, Sweetie Puss upheld everything. But Tim was that rock. He held everything together in that restaurant. People that would have tried to give Miss Robbie a hard time, Tim was there to make sure none of that happened. When she had a conversation with people before she fired them, reprimanded them, whatever, he was there. His presence was there. His presence was felt. They knew not to touch her. And I'm sure he had his goons in there with him. They sit in the restaurant all day. Their job is sitting there, hold them down, get them a free plate, get paid a little something, whatever. He was holding that down. But this lady cried, are we going to do something together today? What can I do with you when you slept with the cameraman? You don't understand. You got to go. The only reason why you still here is because you got my son. I learned throughout the years, sometimes you gotta let go. Your son is your son. But depending on the woman you had the son with, you gotta come to certain decisions that you might not like, but as long as you still love your son. Sometimes what you can't do with him at 4, 5, or 6, you have to make up for it when he gets 17 and 18. But that don't mean you be absent from his life. You still have a life. Woman is vindictive. They want to find a new father, just that and third, stuff that'll hurt the man. I went through something like that with my first son. But like I told her, you got a man, I got somebody else, I ain't got nothing against nothing. The day the man start putting his hands on my son, and I'm in my son's life, I'm coming over there to whip his ass. When my son was 8 years old, he was acting mad funny. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So I had to like really talk to my son, like, yo, what's wrong with you? I said, is this guy hitting on you? Yeah, he hit on her, and I tried to break up the fight, and he hit on me. Yo, I sat outside their house that whole night waiting for him to come home. He didn't come home. The next morning, I went up there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I knocked on the door. Shorty opened up the door. She knew what I was coming there for. So I never came there that early. And my son was at his grandmother's house, which was closer to me, like 2 blocks from here, 1 or 2 blocks from here. We was all the way in East New York, which probably was a mile. But I went to her house for him. She opened up the door for me. I went in there and I whipped his ass. You hit my son? I swear to Jesus I ain't never touched that boy. Shut up. But you never, Gave it to him. Gave it to him. Gave it to him. Did him dirty. You know? Putting them pet ways, whatever. His cousin was later featured on a TV show where they stole the baby out the hospital. The Carlina White story. That's his cousin. His cousin, the pet way or whatever, stole the baby out the hospital, raised the baby as her own, in this fake church family, whatever. That's them. You know what I mean? You touch my son, I kill you. Bottom line. So, I'm linked to a lot of history that I don't even speak about. I can tell some stories. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to Jenae, I don't want to disrespect her by calling her Super Puss and stuff like that. That's what made me think that Andre and her had something going on. Because why would Tim just kill this guy or take politics out on this guy? What the hell went on to make this person think what he was thinking? It's more than $200,000. Because we didn't even know about the cameraman until Tim went live on Instagram. We didn't know what the hell was going on. And that's their choice. They have every right to withhold certain privacies from us. They have every right. But when we start finding out certain stuff, we start putting certain pieces together. I even went as far to, I was assuming that her second baby could have been Dre's. Because they always said there was another Montgomery out here somewhere. Andre had a baby out here somewhere. I took a good look at that baby. That baby looked like Arthur Shivers to me. He can still take a blood test if he wants. But I think the baby looks like Art. I don't want to make a long story right now. Please like and subscribe to my page. I'm trying to get this YouTube thing up. I gotta get more subscribers up. If I gotta go on the street and ask 1,000 people to subscribe to me, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I want to be starting to get monetized by next month. My birthday's next month. hoping to be almost monetized by this summer. I want to be in this. I want this YouTube thing to be a way of life for me. Then the more subscribers I can get more views because I have enough good stories where I can get more views, and I really will. See, I was in and out of this thing. Have I stayed in this thing from 2 years ago, 5 years ago, or last year, or whatever? Probably have shit. I be banking, but I always fell back from it. So it's nobody's fault but mine. That's the way it goes. But this time I'm staying in it. But I do know Sweetie Puss had plans on taking over Sweetie Pies. Everybody she went in there with, she had a problem with eventually. Monique was her biggest ally. Monique was wrong for trying to find her other men on the show. This is your cousin's show. Your cousin sat down with Oprah and helped broker a deal with his mother, and you go find his son's mother, other men eating out their head. What the hell is going on here? I would have felt the way, and I would have started exiting people from the show, because as Biggie said, family and business don't mix like two. Disney. Sometimes it don't mix. You gonna come on my show where I built the foundation for all of us, and you gonna bring this woman in trying to find her a man when she really has no problem getting a man. She's only crying because she knows she was busted. She's only crying because she knew she wasn't gonna ruin his life anymore. So she threw it at the time. But she was talking to them feds. That's another reason why I thought Andre was smashing. She was talking to them feds about that case, in my estimation. Please like and subscribe to my page. Let's get this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's more to this here. I'll be back soon with more. Peace. Love is love.